Well, it's my favorite part of the day. I get to work a little early, sit down, drink my coffee, and relax. And it is my best part of the day, favorite part of the day. Goes too fast. I actually had a person come up while I was sitting down drinking. Nicolae goes, "You open?" I said, "At this moment, no, but I can go in the store and get what you want." My main thing in the morning is to prep everything, to make sure everything's stocked, everything's here, the knives are here, you know. It's, God knows how many times I put this thing on. Set thing. Even though my arms, my shoulders hurt, so I do it the same way every morning. Done.
Game time.
How was your wife, Carmen? Just
Morning.
Carmen, I want to ask you a couple questions.
I'd rather not answer any questions. What's the questions? I mean, tell me. I want to know what questions they are before you ask them to me. Okay, I don't want no surprises. The girl was helping me. You were behind her taking somebody's order. It might have been you that took my order.
Can you just say your name and spell it out?
Carmen Commoroto, CARMEN COMMOROTO.
He's the one who's interested in purchasing the store. Very good work. I mean, a good cook, very good cook. Can't talk too much smack about him. He's not here yet. If he was here in front of me, I would talk more smack about him.
Was it a choice to start working at the store, or was it always something that you knew you'd do?
It was a choice. I chose to. My father never pressured me into it.
How long have you been working at the store?
Long time. Probably 10 years old. And I'm 31 now.
What kind of things would you do at the store when you were 10 years old compared to now?
The night and day. Washing dishes, sweeping floors, rolling meatballs. Now everything.
Yeah, he'll be in probably about 9:10, 9:15 with his father, my brother. Yeah, I call both of them LIFO. It's a nickname I have of them, and people in the accounting industry will know that LIFO stands for last in, first out. So they're usually the last one in, the first one out.
My father said the sausage patties.
Yeah, they're done.
Yo, what's going on?
How you doing?
How are you?
All right, fine.
Richard Commoroto. I'm one of the owners of Dad's Stuffings. We've been here since 1923. Along with myself and my two brothers, we run the store. We do everything that has to be done in the store, from packaging, from cutting, from producing. Whatever has to be done, we're still doing it. The store started out with my grandfather in 1923, came here. This used to be a sauerkraut store. A German butcher used to own the store, and he used to make sauerkraut. So my grandfather made it into a full-fledged butcher, and we came along. I'm 68, and I've been in and out of the store since I've been 8. When I was 8, we used to trim, deliver orders, we used to do all the odds and ends, and now I'm an owner.
My grandfather's
business, we're more of a prepared food store than a butcher shop. But the prepared food end of it is the biggest part of our business. In fact, when we first started the name, we were called John's Market because my grandfather was John Ruggieri. I changed the name to Dad's Stuffings so people knew that we did cooking. And now I say Dad's because we do everything.
What are your plans for the future?
I'm planning on retiring as soon as possible. My nephew is the 4th generation that you met behind me. He wants to take the store over. The only problem is the store is our retirement, so he's going to have to purchase the store. With me, it's as soon as possible.
It started with my father in 1923, and it was a butcher store then.
Pop came out of the service in 1947, went to the store to ask for a job. Pop hired him. Nan was living upstairs. She was 12 when Pop came here. He was 20.
There was no relationship, not at 12 years old. I started to go steady with him when I was 16. And not too much because the Italian fathers were very strict.
They dated when she was 16, engaged at 17, and married at 18.
So, but he saw what type of a person he was. He was such a good man, and he was very happy with it.
And they would have celebrated their 70th wedding anniversary.
Pop passed away February 25th, 2023.
But Pop was 95 and a half, and he lived a phenomenal life. And Nan's still going strong.
I was sick. I got sick after he passed away. And now the boys and one of my grandsons are in the store too.
I was 8 years old. I used to go to school at St. Monica's School. At lunchtime, I used to go to the store, deliver orders if they had any, and I would trim any kind of trim meat at that age.
They probably thought they were in a cradle and they were still in the store. They were always in the store, yeah.
Well, it was a 1 to 2 man job at one time. Now we went up to almost like 16 people one time. That was during our heyday, which was about 25 years ago. Now we still got about 8 people in there, doing it. Guys, we need 2 to 3 in the store for butchering. And the prepared food is the biggest part of our store now.
We celebrated our 100th anniversary this past June, 100 years that we were in business.
We used to live in Delaware County, and we sold our home there, lived up in the store now where there's a kitchen right now. That's where we used to live for a year. And it was good. Your mother loved it there. She goes, you didn't have to drive. Everything that you needed was in walking distance.
What's your favorite part of being a part of the store?
Because I was next to your grandfather. That's why. I was always there with him.
I had this guy come in, Jim Quinn. He wrote for the Bulletin back in the day and for the Inquirer. He came in really rusty clothes, and he ordered our stuffings. Left, came back again, ordered some more stuffings. When he left, I'm looking, he had a briefcase that had to be worth $500-600 briefcase. I'm saying, he's something, I don't know what he is. Came back a third time, introduced himself, said that he wrote, he was a food critic. He always goes to a store twice, the third time explains, he goes, I always give a place, a chance if they have extra bad, extra good, to see if they are, and he loved our product, and he wrote a big article about us. And to give you an idea, back then, one of the bigger things we were doing was stuffed chicken breasts. We would stuff 200-300 a week. After that article came out, we were doing around 3,000 a week. Chauffeurs were coming to the store with butlers to come out and pick up this stuffed chicken breast. Well, that kind of put us on the map. We didn't stay at that level, but we were always above what the lower level was.
Can you talk about how the pandemic affected the store?
Well, everything went up. I mean, there was the food industry. It was terrible. The money that they have to pay. Now you had to have money that you have to give to people just to deliver the stuff.
Of course, we had no parameters. There was no partitions up before that. During COVID, the stores were closed, but we had people call. We'd put the orders up, and then we meet them at the side door to give them orders. So we were nuts. The kind of work we were doing was busy, crazy, but it kept us going.
Were you worried the store would close after COVID?
It was scary. It really was. We being into the food business, people have to eat. So I had no worries that we would have a store after it, and we were busy doing it. So I mean, I really can't say that we were hurting that much.
I know my boys are getting up there, and I don't know. So far, my grandson. He's a Carmen III, and I know he likes the store. I don't know what's going to happen.
How is it working with your family?
Great. That's one of the benefits. As I said, I go nuts on them sometimes, but it's all part of the thing. It's forgotten the second after I explode.
She thought she hit the lottery when her first one was born.
They what, Rich?
I said, you thought you hit the lottery when your first one was born.
Okay.
It's big.
He's got to get in there. Oh, gosh.
So tell us what you've been going through.
All right, well, since the last time we spoke, they found out that I have lung cancer. I went through an operation to take 3/4 of my lower lobe out. All the margins have been cleaned. My lymph nodes are clean, so hopefully everything's going to be well. I had bladder cancer, and the cancer I had in my bladder is the same one that they found in my lungs. So they took care of the bladder cancer, took part of my bladder out. And now with the lungs, hopefully, I might not need chemo or radiation, so everything looks good so far. Well, I was 4 days in the hospital, and I stayed out for 5 days, and then I started working again. Yeah, so I started, came back out of the hospital Monday. I came back Saturday working. I'm going nuts at home. I can just take so much just laying around. I'm used to working, and I'd rather be here.
Yeah. What's the name, hon?
Not go back in as hard as I did, but
What's the name? I'm sorry.
thank God I'm feeling a little better.
Doris. You got it.
They did it robotically. After they took it out, they went another maybe half-inch above to make sure that they got everything, which they did, hopefully. And I had a tube in me for the 4 days that I was in the hospital.
Yeah.
They took the tube out the day that I was
All right,
discharged.
pal. No problem.
But it went good. It wasn't as tough as I thought. The
2
only
o'clock,
hassle
sir.
I've had
2
throughout the
o'clock,
whole
sir.
operation is my cough,
Right.
and that's
All right.
part of the
Yeah.
procedure. You know, that's one of the side effects. Coughing from over talking.
Did they say the cough's going to go away?
What that?
Did they say the cough's going to go away?
They're hoping, yeah. I live on cough drops.
How long have you been coming to the store?
Long.
A long time. What's your favorite thing about the store?
John.
Johnny.
Who's your favorite person at the store?
Favorite person? Johnny, Richard.
Not Carmen.
Nope.
Why not?
Who knows?
Who knows? What have you learned from working at Dad's?
Everything. Everything that has to do with kitchens and cutting meat and cooking and everything.
is probably the best cook in the store. And when he really wants to feel like cooking, he can really push a lot of food out. Quality food is fantastic.
Have you worked any other jobs other than Dad's?
A lot of other jobs. I valet parked cars at night at the same time as working for the shop. I worked for Outback Steakhouse. I cooked for them. I was a manager of a pizza place in Jersey. Those are just a couple off the top of my head. I'm sure there's a couple other ones thrown in there.
Well, Carmen's got a lot of different ideas than us.
He has a lot of ideas about the way he would do it, and you know what he would have and how he would be cooking.
I didn't ask those, but if you want to talk about it at all, you absolutely can.
It's not that I don't want to talk about it. It's just I don't really have an answer for you.
Yeah.
It's going to be like, I don't know. You know what I mean?
Me, I was always customer oriented, and I would just always bend over backwards to get things done for the customer. He's the same way, but I know he wants a streamline in things that people come in, you want products sitting out, I want this, this, and that.
I do plan on keeping the same crew, as well as adding some new members. Quite a few new members. Yo!
And he just, not that he wants to cut back on customer service, but he wants to try to streamline the business a lot more to make it more productive.
You nervous about eventually taking over the store?
Absolutely not.
Not?
Nah. I'm confident. I know what I'm doing.
Your experience is enough for you to...
Absolutely.
For sure.
And Carmen, as I said again, he's got a lot of great ideas. There's a lot of things that he wants to do in the store, advertising and so forth. We never were really big into advertising. We always had a big following, but I mean, he wants to go to the next level, which is good.
Yeah.
You just
I have big plans
Yeah.
in the future. Just have to get there first, you know?
Are there any worries with Carmen running the store?
No, because as soon as I'm out, my main thing is golf. And I just think, you know, I feel he'll do well for himself here.
All right. What are each of your roles in the shop?
President, CEO, worker. Sometimes. Oh my God, that's so bad. How's that?
How is it working with family?
Oh, as you can tell, it's pretty interesting.
It's good. It's good.
Very good.
How do you get over an argument when you work with someone?
Well, it's like
You
wanna
stab
you end up firing them, but they always come back. That's the problem.
What's your favorite part about working here?
The food.
As you
Free
can see,
food.
look at your father. Taste the taste tester.
Well,
No, it's fun. It is fun.
it was
As
a
you
lot.
can
It was
see,
a lot
we do-
better when Pop was here.
It's great to see your parents every day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
About some
Hey,
business
Lynn.
together, so we were able to see them grow on the sports fields.
Well, hold on one second.
We can 12%.
I can get you through.
Hey, babe. How was your holiday?
Good.
How'd everything work out?
Filet was delicious as usual.
Good.
Melts in your mouth.
Good.
Everything was good. The whole filet went.
Oh,
yeah?
Yeah, it went. Oh, thank you, hon.
Johnny's been here since he's been 8. I've been here since he's been 8, but I've been off and on. I've worked other places. And Carmen's worked other places also. He's been up, I don't know if you could call it work in other places.
Look, that's
Hold on one second.
Yeah, it will work. Where do you guys see the shop in 5 years?
Hopefully very successful with me being able to look at it being retired and being retired. So I can say, wow, it's doing good.
and he's still working.
Or it could be a parking lot.
It was recession 2007, and it hurt everybody. No one had money. This store hurt a little bit too. But that store was just, you know, when you deal with sandwiches
and stuff like that. It's a little harder than deal with here, with people, you know, with meats and prepared food. So thank God we had this to come back to.
How did you know Pop and who was Pop to you?
My grandfather, it's my mother's father, and he was the man back then, back in the day. He's the one who started everything in 1923, and he started the butcher shop from scratch.
Who was Pop to you?
My grandfather, my co-employee, my boss. Yeah.
Go ahead.
How did the store
About that.
change? How did the store change after he stopped working here?
Well, didn't change.
No.
No, we just carried on. You know,
We just had to hire about three more guys
Yeah.
to do what he did,
true.
because he was a bear.
Not changed so much after his passing. It changed more when he stopped working 6 years ago or so. A lot of the stuff that he did, we don't have anymore, so.
Even when he was sick and he would come in and do tomatoes, he wouldn't stop till the whole cases were done. Amazing.
His work ethic is untouchable. With no disrespect to anybody that works now, it was just an old school generation that they don't build them like him anymore.
He had the best work ethic. You know, we learned from him. Some of us learned from him.
Has he affected your life in any way?
Yeah,
Extremely. Extremely.
He's someone to look up to.
Absolutely. Absolutely. As much as any grandfather could affect any grandchild's life, you know?
I
And
worked
part of
next
my
to him
life
for
is
60 years.
He was with him, I told you, for the longest.
So whatever he taught me was, you know, what I am today. Let's put it that way. No doubt.
Do you have any favorite memories with him? Either working at the store or just...
Working with him my whole life. I was with my grandfather 6 days a week, say. 5, 6 days.
Thousands. Not even hundreds. Thousands of memories. He was, well, you figure he was your worker, your boss, your friend, your father. You know, and it was for a lot of years.
He was like that with everybody in the store,
Yeah.
not just us. He had breakfast for us every day, 7 days a week. Even when he's off, he would come in, and if he was here, he would do it.
What pushes you to wake up every morning and continue working?
Oh, how could you not want to see his face? I mean, that's what strikes me every day. Huh?
How is it to work with family?
Oh, man. An experience, to say the least. I'm blessed. I get to see my whole family every day, which most people can't say that. And sometimes I want to rip their heads off, so.
Is there anything you'd like people to know about being a mom and pop shop?
That we're here for service. Whatever you need, we'll do our best to do what you need. We don't like to, turn you away.
Convenience.
Right.
And Pop did everything. Everything that was there to do, he was tops. He was man amongst men. He was tremendous. And that's why I'm still mourning.